Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1308. Hi, I am Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. Today, we are going to hear from... Ted Koppel said that Sean Hannity isn't bad for America. Ha! That's so funny because I knew Sean Hannity when he first got into radio. That's so strange.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It was at UCSB. KCSB is their radio station at UC Santa Barbara, and he was just getting his start.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And on my way to work here in this interesting land, the Bay Area, which I also call Cut-Off-Istan, because everyone cuts you off all the time. It's inconsiderate, and it is destroying my mind. Oh, and then people ride up on your butt, too. It's
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And this is all happening at 4:30 in the morning as I'm driving to work. Can you believe it? I am just so fed up.
Mike's
I'm about ready to move back
Daily
to Huntsville, Alabama.
Podcast.
Seriously, I'm done.
Yeah!
I'm done with the crappy driving in the Bay Area. Today, Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster, like really fast, all in succession. We're going to get to them because we've got the Dead Cat Hat interview. Part two, because I think we talked to them several years ago. I think 2013-ish. You can find that at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Oh, look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita Rodeo Queen. Hi, Hallelujah.
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player, tell you what.
What?
I think I agree with y'all. People can't drive here at the Bay Area.
They can't. They're so consumed with themselves. Plus, they have their stupid smartphones that even though there's a law, they're not supposed to have it in their hands. They're all driving around with it in their hands.
Exactly, Mike.
Look who else is walking.
Hi, Mike. I make the root beer. It's delicious. Oh, boy. I'm the Brewmaster.
Brewmaster, that's great. Did you get cut off on your way here at Cut-Off-Istan?
Yeah, okay.
So the other thing was we'll get to the news random really quick. Oh, news random. So much interesting news we'll get to, including something that worries me, the fact that I own stocks. Wall Street futures underlined a global market sell-off this morning as investors fretted over the potential knock-on effects of U.S. President, yes, that's our president, Donald Trump, his surprise failure to deliver on health care reform. It's set to be
And here's today's podcast picture.
triple-digit loss? Well, that's not good. The picture is good, though. It's of the wonderful band Dead Cat Hat as we sat on the patio of Pato Milo's Patio. And my phone fell as I tried to take a picture. I had it all set to do the timer, and the wind blew it off, or I knocked it off or something, and it fell like 7 feet, hit the ground, hit a rock. Surprisingly, all that happened to it was a little crack, a little hairline crack that you can only see when you see it from the side. But hasn't everyone dropped their phone? It's a thing. We all drop it, and that's why they've got all these phone repair places that are ripoffs. But Uber is temporarily hitting the brakes on tests.
Random.
In our news random, let's take a look at that. They've hit the brakes on tests of its self-driving cars following a crash that happened Friday in Tempe, Arizona, that involved one of the company's autonomous vehicles. Vehicles in Arizona, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco were still grounded yesterday while the investigation continues. Hey, if you want to help out the website, go to MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. That's the website. And shop on the Amazon link. Click on the Amazon, buy whatever you're going to buy. And as you walk through the Amazon rainforest, be careful of the venomous snakes and the moths that are the size of small planes. That can be quite scary. Tesla, Elon Musk, the guy that owns it, their stock is up 35% since the November election. And he's been schmoozing Elon Musk with Donald Trump. Okay. Finally, we have this wonderful segment that we're going to do called Mike on Mobile and Into an Interview, because we're going to go to Benicia. That's where I was this weekend, this past Saturday. and visited with Pato, Milo, Alan, and Steven, and brought my dog along, Basil the Boxer. You'll hear him bark a bunch. And then we'll hear a couple songs that they are releasing. They'll talk a little bit about the songs as well. You can also help out the show through the PayPal at MIKEs-DAILY-Podcast.com and become an inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster and see all the past podcast pictures and the past interviews, which I am in the process of alphabetizing. Right now it's all chronological, going back to 2011, but soon, A, B, C, D, etc. Is it etc. or etc.? I think it is etc., and I've been sounding like a doofus all these years saying etc. Oh well. I think I got it from a Morrissey song. Etc., etc. Well, let's get to that now.
Mike on Mobile. Into an interview.
I'm interviewing Pato Milo's dogs. Hello. This is Oscar. Hi, Oscar. And this is Penny. Penny's so quiet. They're both schnauzers. Here's Pato Milo. Hello, Pato.
Hey, hi, Pato. How you doing? How you doing, Mike?
My name is Pato Mike. That's Pato Milo. And
Steve. I'm Pato Steve. No, I'm Steve.
Pato Steve. And that is David Bowie that just barked. Diamond Dog.
Back then.
And this
Alan. Hello. Alan here.
Alan is the owner of Bowie. So I'm interviewing a band called Dead Cat Hat. They've been on the show before, and ironically or fittingly, we have dogs barking, including Basil the Boxer is here, recently brought back to life through the miracle of science.
Good boy.
Thank you, miracles in science. So, well, first, we're at Pato Milo's house in Benicia. If you are listening to this because I put Benicia as a tag, I use tags, guys. That's how people find my show, is tags. Let me just tell you, Benicia is the most beautiful town. Pato is like, why do you like coming up to Benicia? And you don't understand. Benicia to me is sort of a little resort, a little home away from home, a little vacation, a staycation. And you guys are so Benicia. Well, except for Alan, because Alan's in Hayward a lot.
I'm actually more Benicia than all these other two guys. I grew up here.
I'm the least Benicia because I grew up in Vallejo.
That's Steve.
Or Vallejo.
Wait, what did you say?
For the hipsters out there.
What town did you grow up in?
Vallejo.
Don't say it.
Vallejo.
Don't say it.
Vallejo.
And Pato, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Danville, but that's when I was a young kid, and I got to the city in Berkeley as soon as I could, and I'm just a recent blow-in here to Benicia, 1998.
Okay. And when did Dead Cat Hat start?
2010, I met Alan at a gas station. We were eating hamburgers, and somehow we started
Wait, what gas station serves hamburgers? I don't know about these things.
It was the 76. They went out of business. They cried. We said, hey, man, we met in this restaurant, and they were like, well, we're going to close, and they were crying. It was kind of sad. We used to get tacos and hamburgers there, and we started talking about guitars and whatever, and then we started playing some open mics, and then we're like, hey, let's just start a band, and what the hell, we'll call it Dead Cat Hat. We'll just be a duo. We just fire the drummer, and we'll sell the Marshall stacks and just go out acoustic and be like a little duo. And that was our original plan, and we were called Dead Cat Hat, and back then it made sense.
I just recently moved back from Seattle, Washington. I was up there for like 10 years, and, I was taking a break. And
Wait. What were you doing in Seattle, Washington, Alan?
I was playing music. I had a band called Jettison, but, I was playing music and kind of learning the big, learning. You
met Billy Joe Armstrong. What did you tell him?
Actually, he was the one that came to me. He said, I really like your guys' demo. We listened to it all on tour.
What year was that?
Wow. What year was that?
That was 91, I think. And I guess I'm younger than him. I'm a couple years younger, so he...
You're way taller than him, though.
Well, yeah.
Billy Joe Armstrong, man, how tall is he?
I don't know. He's like... He's the same size as Kelsey, so it's like, because we talked about this before.
Wait, who's Kelsey?
Kelsey Donaldson. She's she's married now, but she was the lead singer of Delightful Little Nothings, and she was kind of the Oakland, kind of the Benicia. She lived in Oakland and kind of hooked everybody up from Benicia. Like, she was that girl.
Alan, I wish I was like a fly on your back.
No, it's not that interesting.
What's wrong with... whose hair is this? What the... Is that Penny's hair?
Yeah. I was the fly, really. I'm saying all this via all these other people who had more of a involvement than me.
Well, tell them what Billy Joe was doing here in Benicia back in the 90s.
Yeah, okay, so before all
the lead singer of Green Day, Billy Joe Armstrong, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, I won't say the derogatory word they use for Benicia girls, but at one point, all of them... Okay, Al Sobrani was the first drummer in Sweet Children, and when he left the band, they got Trey Cool, and they all had girlfriends out here in Benicia, like out by your old house where Morley lives.
They were called Sweet Children?
This is when they started to become Green Day, and so all their friends, all their girlfriends lived... Like, they were all friends that...
So Alan is pointing, like, right over... they lived in that house?
Right? No, it's literally that way. Wow. And it's higher than this. It's higher. It's a half a mile that way.
Just orient your microphone, your speakers towards the north, and then you'll understand which area he's pointing.
The thing is like all the punk rock kids from Benicia, see, people would come out here, people don't understand that the son of the old mayor back in the 90s forced his mom to build a skateboard park, and it was one of the few skateboard parks on the West Coast.
No kidding.
Yeah. It was if Oregon, the Burnside wasn't even around. It was like, well, I'm not a skater, and people can correct me. They can email us, I guess.
But email me at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. No one ever emails me.
All I remember was there were skateboard competitions near the Taco Bell. It's not even there anymore. And this is how I got involved with punk rock. Was I would go down the Taco Bell. It was the only fast food restaurant in Benicia. All the kids would just hang out there, and there was a skateboard park, and they would have competitions, bands would play, like old bands like Operation Ivy, like Tally Ho, like they would have bands. We'd run a cord out from across the street, the house across the street, literally across the road, and there would be a punk rock show, and I was like, wow, what is this phenomenon? And, even though punk rock's been around in England, blah, 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 I can hear all the people going, in England, it died in England.
Yep. What song are we doing?
We'll play the song Station Change. Alan sings it, and it's got a accordion on there, and it's just kind of a weird, kind of poppy tune. It's sort of melodic.
Oh, let's listen to it now.
Today, sounds come from the rocks, pushing slips into a coffee cake. Nothing happening, thoughts lying there inside the rock. Outbound train. Woo! Station change. Lying down upon the tracks, sympathizing, tie the racks of days. Spinning wheels and iron fists, hitting less and one wish away. Embedded inside Saturdays, wish that you can come and play. No more
Singing on that, Alan.
Hey, thanks a lot. I think Pato had most of the score on that. He wrote a lot of the parts. So
You wrote the parts?
I wrote the music, and Alan wrote then sang it.
How did that feel that he wrote it and then you sang it?
I'm fine with it. It's actually really great because writing music all my life, it's kind of one-sided. I'm kind of done with myself. I'm over it. I'm over myself.
How does that feel when you're over yourself? Is that
I know you're looking at it.
I feel it's like as if more music will be written by you.
It works. I'm kidding, but it works. It works out, and it's nice. I mean, Pazzo's got a lot of range. He's a very, very wide range musician, and that is very different for me to be in a band with all these guys. They're all over the map, and I'm kind of like a one-trick pony. I grew up playing classical music and then punk rock, and then that's pretty much it. Whereas all these guys, everybody else in the band, I mean, they play everything. I mean, they can play jazz. That's it. They can play jazz. I can't play jazz.
Oh, I'm sure you can play jazz.
All we do is play jazz. No.
So, yeah.
Hey, look out for our new album called The Soft Release. That's a joke.
It's all jazz.
But it's a great name.
What's the next song we're playing, Pato Milo?
Let's do Ain't No Kind of Good Love coming from him. And this is one of the songs that's sort of the end of the night on that live album. And Ain't No Kind of Good Love coming from him is a kind of more or less about the Bill and Sookie show on HBO, that vampire show in the South. What's it called? True Blood.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why you're saying that, but it's called True Blood.
And by
let's talk about
it's TR0O.
How awesome the drums are in this song. Here we go.
The drums are awesome. Okay, thanks, Steve. Let's listen to Dead Cat Hat.
Ain't no kind of good love coming from him. Ain't no kind of good love coming from him. It's gonna rip your precious baby's lip limb. Our pretty little thing knows just what to say. Our pretty little thing knows just what to say. Gonna find her broken bones down in the dirt clay. He's gonna tell you a story and he ain't gonna lie.
more song from the.
Well, I haven't heard that song for a while. God, just listening to it just now, God, it brings back a lot of memories. It's very, very cool.
What was that night like, the live album night, when you were recording live?
The live album night was for the kids. Like, the kids are all right. Like, The Who.
We're the kids in America.
Because it was all kids there and their parents. It was all ages show, and it was kids kind of recording us. So it was like, it felt like, which was great, which was a great thing. I remember bands that were really big at Gilman Street giving garage bands from kids that from all around the suburbs like a chance to play. And
wait, where was this at? What was the location?
It was Gordon's Music and Sound. Gordon's Music and Sound in Fairfield, downtown Fairfield, California.
Oh, awesome. And how long ago was this?
Oh, it was about a couple years ago. I think we played it in 2014, I think was the year we played this show.
Warm night, cold night, rainy night?
It was dry. Kind of rainy.
It was at night. It was at night.
Was it a night? Yeah, I think it was raining a little, yeah. It was a little chilly.
We can be very sure that it was
I remember being cold.
Were any of the children unruly in any way? Did you have to call into disciplinary matters?
We're not punk rock.
No. They were, the kids nowadays, they're
all right.
They're all right, and they're probably like sedated with the internet, so it doesn't. There is no cause for.
They are. What is that all about?
Because at that point, you're just a nut. You're just a nut job running around naked in the streets.
Ooh, that's lyrics to another song. Then, so what song are we listening to now?
This song's called "The Big Voice of America," and the idea of this song was that if there was a road trip where you had in the same car America and a bunch of other countries in the same car together on a road trip across America, eventually it would get kind of uncomfortable because we've been kind of assholes for a lot of decades around the country, around the planet.
Oh, us? You mean America?
Yeah.
How dare you, says some ignorant.
That's not very patriotic, Pato.
I know, but I'm a little embarrassed about some of our foreign policy of late, so that song came.
You need to get into office and change that.
Yeah, right. vote for Pato.
It's easy. All you have to do is lie.
Vote for Steve. Vote for Alan.
I think my first duty as president would be to lower prescription dog food prices. Thank you very much.
I agree. Thank you very much. All right. Let's give this song a listen now as Basil barks.
Speaking of dogs.
I didn't bark there. Hey, big boy. Moving down the road a while. Got some more to go. My eyes feel like the desert, but there's something you should know. And I'm tired of saying I'm sorry, baby. We just begun. Having too much confidence, having too much fun. Now I'm sorry about those prisoners. I'm sorry about the dogs. The voice of America right now is like a hollow log. Never leave you, honey. We both know that that's true. Well, sometimes when I feel like this, I wonder what you do. If I don't put it up and tell you, honey, all that's in my heart, it's all blacked out, it's been shut down. I wonder where to start. Now I'm sorry about those babies bleeding in the street. Sorry about the crying, honey, 'cause I'm underneath the sheets. That ain't me. No, that ain't me, baby. Equals, dog. In fact, we've never been. 'Cause every time you shut the door, I always get back in. 'Cause the stolen words right off their lips, and and I sang the blues. About you choking, smoke in the air, singing, there's something you could use. Now I'm sorry about those rivers, babe. I'm sorry about the mud. I make myself America right now, choking on our blood. That ain't me. No, that ain't me, baby. No.
Thanks for having us, Mike. We're Dead Cat Hat, and we'll see you next time.
Woohoo! And where can they find your album?
On our webpage, www.deadcathat.com, and Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Bandcamp, and SoundCloud.
Thank you.
Yay! Thanks, guys. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Next show, it will be Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Don't get into the road rage that I apparently did this morning, and just relax. Don't do it. Just drive through the Bay Area. It's a beautiful place to live, and I guess some people just take it for granted, and they just feel like driving like crap. So don't drive like crap today. Be courteous and considerate. The 3 C's. I forgot what this... I did just 2 C's there, didn't I? Oh, well. I'll just say to you now, ciao!
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!